The United Nations has said that it will ask the Syrian government for permits and access to the site of the alleged chemical attack in Damascus suburbs, which reportedly killed hundreds. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said in a statement on Thursday that the attack on Arbeen, Zamalka and Ein Tarma, which was reported on Wednesday morning, should be investigated without any further delay. It added that Ban had instructed Angela Kane, the Under-Secretary General, to travel to Damascus, and that the UN investigators who are presently in the country, be granted permission and access to investigate the incident. Meanwhile, activists said government warplanes hit areas of the alleged chemical attack again on Thursday. Navi Pillay, the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, echoed Ban's sentiment and said the gas attack allegations were exceptionally grave. The use of chemical weapons is prohibited under customary international law, she said in a statement. This absolute prohibition applies in all circumstances. It is binding on the government despite it not being party to the 1993 Chemical Weapons Convention. It is also binding on anti-government armed groups. International reaction. Earlier on Thursday, France said that the international community would need to respond forcefully if allegations that the Syrian government was responsible for a chemical attack on civilians proved true. There would have to be reaction with force in Syria from the international community, but there is no question of sending troops on the ground, Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius told French television network BFM. If the UN Security Council could not make a decision, one would have to be taken in other ways, he said. Without elaborating, opposition activists accuse Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's forces of gassing hundreds of people in Damascus suburbs. The Syrian National Coalition said more than 1,300 people had died, while videos and photographs showed scenes of dozens of people foaming at the mouth and of bodies stacked up in morgues. The Syrian government has strongly denied the use of chemical weapons, and state television said the accusations were fabricated to distract the UN investigators who are in the country to investigate the alleged use of chemical weapons in March. Red line crossed. Western governments have demanded immediate access for the UN Chemical Weapons Investigation Team to the sites of the alleged attacks. Chief UN investigator Axel Strom was in talks with Damascus on all issues pertaining to the alleged use of chemical weapons, including this most recent reported incident. A UN statement said. Turkish Foreign Minister Ahmet Davutoglu said a red line was crossed in Syria and called for international action. We call on the international community in this situation where the red line was crossed long ago to intervene as soon as possible, he said in Berlin, after talks with his German counterpart Guido Westerwelle. White House spokesman Josh Earnest demanded that the inspectors be given immediate access to witnesses and affected individuals and the ability to examine and collect physical evidence without any interference or manipulation from the Syrian government. Washington has previously described chemical weapons use as a red line that might prompt it to intervene militarily in Syria.